Hey everyone, and welcome to my craft room. We're getting there, day 11 of my 12 days of Christmas challenge. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was a little bit less organised than I'd hoped to be today. I had the afternoon home from work, but did some running around to try and get some letters posted and stuff, so it was a little bit more disorganised, less organised than I'd hoped to be. But anyway, I'm going to make this Santa Claus reverse gate card for you today. Hang on, just got to turn my iPad down. You don't want to hear me twice. Once is bad enough, I'm sure. Hey Roz, thanks for joining me. Hey Hannah, how are you? So I'm going to make this reverse gate card using the Holly Jolly Christmas set. I've used this one a little bit. I quite like our Santa. He's quite cute. It's got some nice little bits and bobs with it as well. So I like reverse gate fold cards, and I don't know if anyone's ever seen them. You can look at them on Pinterest. I like reverse gate fold cards because they're slightly different to the normal gatefold card, i.e. because they're reversed. But anyway, so this would be your normal gate card, where you've got sort of the inside there for your sentiment or whatever, and you get to decorate a couple of panels. With a reverse gate, you just basically turn it around, so you get this central panel sort of sticks up and in your face sort of thing as it's sitting on your bench, and you get to decorate this area. Plus you get to decorate the sides as well. So I just really like the way you get to actually do more decorating and less is hidden away behind the folds. So anyway, let's get on with it. I've got one more card. I'm actually going to do a card tomorrow, and that'll finish off on 2 cards. I didn't feel like I've done that many cards in this 12 weeks. I've been doing a lot of other things. So basically here I have a 4 1/8 inch by 11 inch piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. I have scored it at, now I've got to remember, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, basically from both ends. So 2 3/4, 4 1/8, flip it around, 2 3/4, 4 1/8. So it basically folds like that in its envelope, and it is pretty much a normal A6 size card once you fold it like that. So 2 3/4, 2 3/4. This is like 5 1/2, so it fits nicely in a standard size envelope. So we've got that bit there. So we're going to, as I say, decorate the front. And what I've got here is some panels of, I've got Very Vanilla. So I've gone Very Vanilla for this one. This panel goes on here like this, and this is, I've got to remember it, 3 7/8 square. Then I've got another couple of Very Vanilla panels for the side here. So just measure them as you go. You guys can work it out. But I do actually have a blog written for this one. I did it a few months ago. So I'll put a link to the blog in the comments, and you guys can see the exact dimensions there and the instructions as well. So not to worry you with the numbers in this one. So we've got Very Vanilla cardstock there, and then I've got cut. This is the Night Before Christmas Designer Series paper. So it's got some nice colours in there. I've used the Very Vanilla because that seems to be what it highlights the colours with. So rather than the white, we've got the vanilla. So we've got one there that's square that sits in the middle. And then, where have I put my rest? Oh, here. And we've got one that sits in there and one that sits in there. Hopefully they're all cut the same. I think I measured them properly. So basically that is the basic decoration of our reverse gate. But I'll glue everything down, and then we get to do the fun bit with the stamping. Okay, so let's get some glue happening. Hey Tammy, nice to see you again. Been ages since I've seen you. Well, half an hour. Okay, so I'm going to pop my Very Vanilla here. Tammy is one of my team, and she comes to my classes, and she will recognise this little guy, I reckon, because we made him in class. As you can tell, after 12 days, I'm sort of recycling. I'm recycling my ideas, but that's okay. This is a good one. Okay, so we're popping that one on there. A bit too much glue. That'll be right. Okay, so we've got those two side ones on. I might just put their designer series paper on as well. I think you made a series of these for your Christmas cards this year, didn't you, Tammy? I think. Is that the picture you showed me, or was that someone else? Anyway. And the one on this side. Like that. Okay. And then we have the square one for the centre. So you have to be a little bit careful with this one. I'll just pop the designer series paper in on there. You have to be a bit careful with this middle one because it's going to it's not going to take up, how do I put it? You don't want glue on the whole part here. You just want the glue on this part. So it's actually better just to put your glue on here so you can put that down right. Okay, so we'll just pop the glue not all the way to the top, just inside like that. And then you'll see. I just pop that on there like that. And then I fold it flat while the glue's still setting and make sure that my top and bottom and sides are all even. So it's just a test fold. Okay, cool. So there we've got it all together. So that's our reverse gate. So I've got another piece of very vanilla here that I've cut exactly the right size for the back, and that's just where you're going to write your message. Just it's snug in that little bit right at the back there. Okay. Right. Okay. So now the fun bit. Now we get to decorate it, and so this is where Santa comes in on it. I've also got, I don't know if you've seen, I've got a circle of cherry cobbler here. Just trying to find mine. It's got a little bit of glue on it. What a surprise. I've got a piece of cherry cobbler and I've cut it with a layered circle, and it fits in there like that. I won't tell you what the dimensions are. You probably have to work that out for yourself. Probably. Let's have a look. What is it? It's about 7.5 inches. She says slipping between imperial and metric. He fits on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a Santa in the central here. We're going to have a boot on one side and a prezi on the other side, just so you've got decorations on all three. But you can fundamentally go wild, put as many decorations as you want. To save you having to watch me colour in and stamp, I've actually coloured him in already. So there's our Santa. What I was going to give him some Wink of Stella though. Wouldn't be Christmas without some sparkle. So I'm going to give him some Wink of Stella on his white furry bits, on the white fur of his costume. Oh, I can see what I have missed a bit. So really, the Wink of Stella is really just an accent, isn't it? As far as you can see it in the light. I'm sort of assuming that's coming out. It doesn't look like it is. My Wink of Stella might be dead. I think that one is dead. Got another one. Where is it? That's better. That's coming out. I thought that was very subtle Wink of Stella. Couldn't even see it coming out, and it wasn't. That's better. I have forgotten that little bit of his sack there that's coming from the other side from the back of his hand to the front of his hand. I forgot to colour that. So that won't be in the bronze blend that I've coloured his sack. So his suit is in light cherry cobbler. Yeah, light cherry cobbler. And his sack is in bronze. Various toys in different sort of lovely bright colours. I've put the stocking is in dark cherry cobbler, and the present is in I think it's a little Pretty Peacock and Poppy Parade. Okay, so he's all got one more bit of his costume to do, that around his head, and that little tuft there. Cool. Okay, so we've got a bit of bling happening, old Santa. So what I'm going to do now is just pop him on the circle, and then pop the circle onto the front of the card. So I might do the circle first. Just on there like that, just as simple, as central as I can. And then pop. You could pop Santa up on some dimensionals or something if you wanted to. I'm just going to put mine with glue. And there he is there. Just like that. Okay. And then I have, out of the set, there is this really cute Love Santa stamp, which fits perfectly on the little tag from the dies, and I'm going to pop that just off here to the side, just so it overlaps a little bit. It looks quite cute when it overlaps the edge of the card a tiny bit. Just pop that there. So the presents are from Santa, of course. Where else would they come from? And then I'm going to pop the present and the boot on. So I'll put the boot on one side. And the present on the other side. And there, as they say in the classics, it's finished. I don't think they say that in the classics anyway. Yeah, so that's the end of my reverse gate fold card. As you can see, there's the basic shape there. We've got Santa on the front from the Holly Jolly Christmas stamp set, a boot and a present, and a tag, and that is about it. Yeah, nice and simple. As I said, that is day 11 of my... Thank you, Roz. Yeah, I like him. He's cute. I think, if anyone remembers the Santa from last year, what was he? That signpost, Santa's signpost. I think he was very cute. But this Santa's good too. But anyway, I still think the last year one was my favourite. Anyway, so that is day 11 of my 12 Days of Christmas challenge. I'm thinking very carefully about something I can do to reward all my regular visitors during this 12 days. So I'll have a bit of a look back through the videos. Maybe maybe I can send some of the products of my videos out to the people who have watched me the most during the last 12 days. But I'll think about that and I'll announce it tomorrow. Will be my last one. I'm going to do another card, and I'm going to use the frost one. What do they call it? Yeah, anyway, I can't remember what it's called now, but I've got it all ready, so I thought I'd better get ready because I've got to go to work tomorrow. So probably tomorrow after work I'll pop on and do day 12, and that will be my 12 Days of Christmas over with. So thanks everyone who's watched. Thanks for everyone who has watching the replay. No, Roz, oh my goodness, 11:30, I'd be dead to the world. Have a good sleep, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thanks, guys.